world. The weather outside is not that cold, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia.
Hello and welcome to Country with Celine. I am your host, Celine Schmarkey, and today we are here with a Southern country boy from Southern Tennessee, Mr. Cotter Hill.
Cause it ain't the whiskey running through my veins, it ain't the nicotine, it ain't in my brain, it ain't the taste of the oak or the heat of the smoke, or me loving the way that it burns. This time, it's her.
Cotter, how are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, thank you. Okay, so you released 2 singles this year, but let's start off with this one called Good For Me. So that's like your most listened to single on Spotify. It has over 23,000 listeners on Spotify already. So Good For Me describes kind of like a fresh start, which was something that you needed after your unexpected divorce. So can you take us through that whole process of that song and how it came to life?
You know what? That song, I actually did not write that song. Arliss Albritton and Hunter Phelps wrote it. And so Arliss had brought it to me. And when he brought it to me, he was like, I got the song. I think it fits you well, fits your vibe, fits your style. And I was like, let me hear it. And he played it. And just immediately it was so relatable because, and it's not just like relatable for me, it's relatable for a lot of people. Like we've all had some things in life that just kind of either unexpected or whatever else like that. So yeah, it immediately kind of connected and just, I was like, oh, I want to be a part of that song. I want to share it. I want to do what this song's talking about. So
that would be good for me. Yeah, I could use a little change of scenery. Any place on the map where we don't have history written on every street like we do in this town. So if I could get out, that would be good for me.
Especially if you can connect with it too. It sounds so authentic as you sing it. Like I thought you wrote that song, like for sure.
it's just because when you believe in it, it makes it a little easier.
Yeah,
So.
that's very true. And when you like sing with like emotion behind it too, like then it really makes it possible. Okay, but how about this one? Your song called Better Off. Was that one? Did you write that one?
I did, yes.
Was that one written about like your ex?
It was written about a previous relationship.
Okay. I had a feeling that one you must have written.
Well, I've about had it. Let me be clear with all your bullshit. I'm about up to here. No more chances. It's time for a change. I gotta move on to somebody who loves me the way I love you. Oh, I'm better off drinking on my own than having one with you.
I definitely wrote that one. Yeah, I wrote it with my buddy Ben Kramer. Him and I, we write a lot together, and we sat down. He actually brought the idea. We kind of worked through it and rewrote some things and made it my own. So
yeah, that song was awesome. I had to listen to it. I'm like, I'm really jamming out to this one.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, I added it to like my playlist. I'm like, keep this here.
Well, thank you.
Well, so last week you also released another song called Green Lights, and that was with Toran Crush. So are you going to surprise us with like anything else this year?
Yeah, so Toran and I, we worked on that song at the beginning right into COVID. And he came to me with his idea, and he was like, I have this, and I wrote this. He's like, you want to do a verse? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, so we wrote it, and we actually forgot about it. And he randomly messaged me the other day and was like, hey, I found this. I'm going to release it. And I was like, all right, let's go.
I don't want to slow down. I'm just praying for the green lights, green lights. I've been thinking back to when me, you, and the Chevy were brand new. Now all the places we've been, I can't go back to. And we ran around every inch of this town, burning it down, never looking back. Turn the key lights on, pedal down, I'm gone to where you ain't around.
So we released it, but that's a really fun one. I like how just the vibe of that song was. It kind of sits. I don't know. Kind of goes with the Good For Me kind of thing. It's like getting out of town, whatever. But yeah, it's a good one. It's fun. I like it a lot.
It's awesome how like all of you artists down in like, he's in Nashville too, correct?
No, he comes to Nashville, but he actually is in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
what I would do to be in Florida. Okay.
You and me both.
Oh my God. Well, I was gonna say a lot of you artists, like it's amazing to hear how many of you guys are so like tight, and you guys all like share with each other. Like if you have an idea, you'll contact this person, they have an idea, and then like all these songs come to light. Like before I started country with Celine, I never actually knew that. I kind of just assumed that like everyone did their own thing. But a lot of you guys are like so connected. It's really awesome to hear. It really is.
It's fun because everybody just kind of brings their own story to the table.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
I mean,
that's your own little twist.
I mean, every song ever written, pop, country, rap, whatever it is, they all have a story. But I feel like country is more personal. Yep. And when you get all these, especially for like a sad song, you get everybody in the room that's always had a sad experience. It makes a really good song because everybody just kind of dumps their emotions and feelings into it. So it's nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the story side of it.
Country music is all about the storytelling. Like,
oh yeah,
I've thought that forever, and like every single artist that I've talked to, you guys all say the same thing, and it's so true. And it really is different than like other genres, but not discrediting them at all. Like they're good at what they do. Like a lot of them can still tell a story, but
oh yeah, for sure.
Country just hits different. It just really does.
It does.
Yeah. And now I was
just the ballads hit different.
Honestly, it gets you. It really gets you. And I was on your Instagram, and you posted that you were playing at the Whiskey Jam. So I'm from Canada, and like that seems to be like a big thing down there, because I've seen a lot of artists posting about Whiskey Jam, and I did not know about this until like maybe a couple months ago. I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks crazy. Yeah, I didn't know about it. I'm like, next time I go to Nashville, I have to go to one. So how's that how's the experience performing for one of those?
Oh, I love it. I love the Ward and all the guys, and it's the bar that Winners that is at. That whole area, Winners, Losers, is just, it's a cool little hang. Everybody is just so nice to everybody and so supportive. But that stage with Whiskey Jam, it's like a staple in Nashville as an artist. Like once you get to play that, it's just a feeling. It's different because it's such a small little intimate setting, but it's so loud and everybody's engaged in what you do. So it's a really nice place to showcase like your songs or new songs coming out, and you truly get like a feel of how everybody reacts towards it and how they will when it comes out, if they'll love it, and if not, then scratch it. Like, but no, that stage is probably one of my favorite stages to play in Nashville. I love it.
That's so cool. And I mean, the next one's gonna be the Grand Ole Opry. I know that one.
Yeah, we're working towards that.
That one I knew like from a long time ago. With I didn't know that much about, but yeah, no, it seems awesome to perform there. That's like a milestone, I would say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So let's get to know you a little bit more. So where did you grow up? In Southern?
I grew up in southeastern Tennessee. Yeah. So I'm from Cleveland, Tennessee. It's like right between Chattanooga and Knoxville. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Close to Georgia.
Oh, okay. I know where that is. I mean, I'm not that good when it comes to like all the states in America, because there's so many states like everywhere down there. But like, I'm getting better at it. So what made you want to decide to like pursue a career in country music?
You know, I started getting into music around the age of 11. I started playing guitar. I begged my mom and dad to buy my first one, and they did. And then they had to put up with it. But but I just stuck with it all through middle school and high school, and started kind of I took lessons for 2 years, and then just kind of taught myself after that, and joined a bunch of bands. And my interest just kind of grew as I grew. And but getting started, like just listening, my mom and dad, like I grew up on Michael Bolton, and Michael Bolton and Styx in Chicago, and then the countryside I had George Strait and Garth Brooks and Rascal Flatts and whatnot. And just kind of hearing how with music you can kind of pretty much do whatever you want. You can go any direction you want to go. You can tell any story you want to tell, and sometimes people listen and sometimes people won't. And I grew up really extremely shy. Like I don't think I talked to my dad till I was like 5 years old. I was super shy. And going up through middle school and high school and stuff like that, I just kind of stuck with music and stuck with playing guitar. and that's kind of where I made my friendships. This is where I grew, other than playing baseball and stuff like that. And I just fell in love with it, and it was kind of an outlet for when things went wrong, like when upset about something. Of course, when I was younger, there's not much to be upset about, but the times were easier.
Oh,
But
be young again.
yeah. But no, I just fell in love with it, the whole like aspect of it. Like I love everything about music. I played trumpet for a little while, so I did that for 2 years. And when I turned 19, I was like, I really want to start singing, because I had always just kind of sang by myself in the car or at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I put down the electric guitar, picked up an acoustic, and started writing songs and played some coffee shops back home. And then that was all I did for years. And then life happened. And after all that change in my life happened, I was like, I want to move to Nashville, because I'd come up here, recently to just hang out with friends, and we sang karaoke. And I was like, I really want to try this town out and see if it either eats me alive or I can succeed. So I told Mom.
They call it a 10-year town, don't they?
They do, yeah, they do. I'm coming up on year 6, so
Hey,
yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
But I decided to come up here and do my thing. So.
Well, I said this in like a previous interview, which is really funny because I'm going to say it again. When you're young and you have like a passion for something, it doesn't really ever go away. Like, I mean, life can happen and it can kind of throw you off guard, and like you lose that, but you'll always regain it. So if you knew like ever since like you were younger that like this is what you wanted to do, and you kind of lost track of it, it will always catch up to you, and you'll always realize like eventually like, this is what you were always meant to do. Realistically, that's what you're always meant to do. It's your passion. That's what you were put on this earth to do, was to write songs, to connect with people, because that's what a lot of artists like yourself want to do, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That's like the main goal in it.
Yeah, exactly. And you also just mentioned how, I think you just said with country music, you can kind of, what did you just say? You said it just a couple like minutes back, about how you can kind of like take like country music and you can kind of go in a different direction. I think that's what you were like saying.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying this is because like you have like the normal country music that like you hear, like the normal country music with like your pop country, and then you have like old school country. But you know what? Nowadays there's like rap country. Have you?
There is. Yeah.
Like, interesting. Yeah.
You can just do whatever you want.
Yeah. Country has really like opened up.
It has.
A bunch of different like avenues that you can take in country. It doesn't have to always be like that typical band.
I feel like
like country. It can literally be anything nowadays, which is really awesome, and it goes to show you how much music is evolving.
Mm-hmm. It took them I feel like it took country a while to kind of get there.
No,
we're a little more stubborn, but now that it's there, I actually enjoy it a lot, because you have all these artists that are just so different from each other. And there for a while, like you kind of hear a lot of the same stuff, but at the same time you kind of don't hear a lot of the same stuff. So it's kind of a good little mixture, and I like it.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of neat.
So living in Nashville, you're going on 6 years. You've been enjoying it so far, I'm assuming.
I have, yeah. I have. Yeah.
It?
Do what?
You've been loving it, yeah.
Oh, I've been loving it. Yeah, I definitely call this home. So.
Yeah, I know. My goal is to go to Nashville and to live there at least for a year. I want to try it out.
You should.
Everyone says do it. I know. Like I gotta do it.
It's intimidating, but
I feel like it'd be so much fun. Because I think I love music and I love country music, and I've been to Nashville once, and I just love the scenery, especially on Broadway. But I was walking that street, I was like, oh my God, you could hear music in this bar and this bar and this bar, and none of it crisscrossed. Like it was just, the acoustics were like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a lot of people too.
I heard that there's more people now than there was before.
Oh, it's crazy right now. I don't know where they came from or what's going on, but it's insane. I stay far away from it.
Oh, yeah. Everybody wants to get out. We've all been like stuck.
It's been cooped up too long. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, thank God Tennessee has like opened up. Like you guys, I don't even think you guys really actually closed. Like your mayor down there, or your governor, has seemed like he just knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, Nashville, I feel like closed a little more than everybody else did. But back home, where my parents live, nobody.
Nothing, yeah.
Like it's like it didn't exist. I didn't care.
I wish. I
Nah.
honestly kind of wish it was like that. Here, like they're still strict.
I'm
Like
about to say you're still having troubles, aren't you?
we're just opening up. Like
Yeah.
we're literally just starting indoor dining again next week. Like
Yeah.
that's how it's like very strict. But
Two of my bandmates actually live in Toronto. They're from
oh
Toronto.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Do they live
Yeah.
like downtown in like the city or like more on the outside?
No, I think they kind of live outside. They're more than two friends, but two of them play with me. Well, pre-COVID,
Yeah.
and we haven't played yet because they're just now kind of coming back down here and living again. But I think Guelph and all that kind of area up in there is where they live, and
Got it.
some of them live in the city, some of them live outside the city.
Have you ever been to Toronto?
I'm not. I need to get up there. I wanted to get up there before COVID, and then COVID hit, and it was just a disaster after that. So I was like, I'll just wait.
Just wait it out. Just ride out the wave. You know, Toronto's like little New York. That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm from what I can tell and what I've seen, it looks huge. So
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big,
Yeah.
and it's fun. Like the scenery here, the nightlife here is like pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I miss it.
Yeah, I bet. You don't have it right now.
No, not right now. It's kind of on pause, but it will come back. It will come back.
It will. It'll be back eventually.
And I was also on your Instagram, and I love dogs. Like I love dogs. I have a dog of my own, and I saw that you had a dog named Murphy, and he recently passed away back in the end of last year. So just share your bond. Like I just want to hear. Like I love dogs.
Oh man, that was my dude. Like he was pretty much my child, and he was like I always tell people he was my child that turned into my grandfather. Like because he would just, as he got older, I could tell he was judging me a little bit. No, I had him for 13 and a half years, and that dog he went through all of life with me. Like he never left my side. Like everywhere I went, he went. And when I decided to move up here, my mom was actually probably more sad that I was taking him than me actually moving, because she loved him too. And we're all just a big dog family. But he moved here, and man, he lived 5 or 6 different apartments with me here in Nashville. And that dog, like, I wish I could have took him on the road, but I only got to take him a few times. But I wish he could have gone a little more. But yeah, that dog was definitely a lifesaver and very therapeutic. He was my therapy dog.
Yeah.
I'd come home and just talk to him, and he'd just lay there and look at me.
Honestly, I feel like they're looking at us like we're crazy.
It's like part of them doesn't understand what we're saying, but I feel like they do. It's like
dogs are very, very intelligent. Like, was your dog a golden retriever?
He was, yes.
Yeah. I always, ever since I was younger, I watched Air Buddy. Have you ever heard of Air Buddy?
Oh yeah, I've seen them all.
I've always wanted a golden retriever because of that. I have a poodle though, but like a miniature poodle. Poodles are really smart dogs, but yeah, no, dogs are like the best friends, like your best.
Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah, he was unbelievably smart. Like I never actually taught him how to do any tricks. He just did them one day, and I mean he couldn't catch a tennis ball if he ever wanted to, but besides of that, he was great.
Get off of his nose all the time.
He just always hit him in the nose. Yeah.
I had a feeling. Yeah. You know, I think now you need to release a song about your dog.
I know. I've been thinking about it, but that's a hard one to write.
Yeah, it would be a hard one.
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton, his song, Maggie's song, that's like a tearjerker.
Yeah. I actually moved to Nashville with 2 dogs. I had a little they went kind of perfectly hand in hand. I had a little 5-pound Yorkie. And then I had Murphy, who was a 100-pound golden retriever. So,
opposite.
But the little one, he ran the show. It was no chance. But yeah, he passed a few years back. And then Murphy, he stayed around for a little bit longer. So it was good. But they were best friends. It was nice.
That's that's the sad thing about like having a dog or even like a cat, like any sort of pet, because their lifespan is not like the human lifespan.
And I feel like a lot of people take it for granted.
Yeah.
I can go on it soapbox a whole other day, but we definitely don't deserve dogs. Let's just say that.
It is true. It really
we don't.
Dogs are a blessing. Like they really
they are.
So Cotter, okay, so before the end of 2021, what is something that you want to like accomplish?
I want to get back on the road. So,
That's true.
that's the easy way out right there. But no, I don't. Yeah. So besides getting on the road, because last year was just a complete disaster. I played 9 shows last year, and
9?
yeah,
Compared
and it
to
was
how many would you usually do?
did 150 the year before.
Oh, that's a big difference. That's a big
So
difference.
yeah, well, roughly 150. But yeah, it was, and then from that to 9 was like super depressing. It was so depressing,
Sure.
and so I was like, all right, cool, here we go, let's hang out. But yeah, so I'm gonna, for the end of the year, I want to get back on the road. I want to just get on tour and go share my music, share my new music, and share my old music, and just so and just grow as an artist, like grow everything. Grow my tour, grow my music, grow my streams, grow whatever. So just
Growing
really get out there and do it.
Yeah.
Do yeah.
Yeah, that's a good accomplishment to have by the end of the year. And I'm sure you're gonna accomplish it, like no doubt. Hopefully, like you can go on the road again. That I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
speak for that. But
We're getting back out there now. We have a few days here and there. So and we've played a few already. So we're just kind of waiting on everything to. The problem is everybody that had all this stuff booked last year I'm in a completely different spot than I was last year. And they kind of just picked up where they left off. So I'm kind of on the back end of that, rolling through there and playing catch up a little bit. So
that's okay. You'll get there. You'll get there.
I know. I ain't worried about it.
We still got a couple months to go,
Yeah, we're good. We got this.
So Cotter, before I let you go, we're gonna play a little game I like to call Country with Celine Rapid Fire. So I'm gonna shoot you out a couple questions and then answer them. Okay?
All right, let's go.
First one. Netflix binge. What is it?
Ooh, the 100, that little sci-fi show.
Really?
That's a great show. That's a great show.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
It's a weird one. It's like living in space. It's weird. I know.
I think I lasted. How many seasons are there? 5?
6. They put out a 6th one during COVID.
I think I lasted 3, and then I was like, "Heck, can't do this anymore."
I just got really into it. I don't know why. It just kind of caught me.
That's fair. That's fair. I think that 100 was a spin-off of another show.
I think it was, but they just did better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of because I can't even think of what the other show was called, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, next question. Your favorite place to travel?
Ooh, probably North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you got the mountains, you got the snow, and you got the beach, so you can kind of do it all.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
You like the hot or the cold?
I like the hot.
Yeah.
But I like to get away from the hot and go to the cold every now and then. So. Yeah.
No. It's coming from a girl who
Like-
lives in Canada. Stay in the hot.
For like a week.
Yeah, we
Max.
think that's it. Get the hell out. What is your favorite sport?
Baseball.
What's your favorite team?
Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
Hmm. I grew up like an hour and a half from them, so.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite quote to live by?
Ooh. I always kind of, I put it in my high school yearbook too, as some of the easiest habits are the hardest ones to break. And the reason I like that is because I always just try not to pick up those easy habits that just kind of ruin everything you kind of been working for or whatnot. So I kind of live by that a little bit.
That's.
But then also you got the Chet Atkins one. It was what do you say? If you do it wrong in the first verse, do it the same way in the second, and they'll believe that it was on purpose or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the first one, just to touch on that, that's where like comfortability, comfortability, is that a word? Like, when you get too comfortable in life?
Yeah.
That's like exactly what that is. Like,
just an easy habit. You just kind of roll with the punches a little bit.
Yeah, and then you panic. You don't want to take risks. You just get so comfortable and so into a routine of your life that like you just don't want to ever take that leap. So I really like that.
Yeah. That one's been around for a while with me. So yeah.
Well, it's a good one to live by. Everyone should live by that, honestly.
I don't do so good all the time.
It's okay. You try. As long as you try. It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Cotter, for joining me today on Country with
Thank
Celine.
you.
It was so nice chatting with you. And now everybody go stream Good For Me. It's out now. And also, for Famous Life. You gotta listen to that one too. Thank you.
Do it. Thank you.
I could use a little change of scenery. That would be good.